line as you can because he's hot.
8-0 run for the Owls. Cottle swiped down. Woolley down the lane.
Oh, man.
The move nearly lost the handle. Roger Gordon will line one up. That doesn't go. Offensive rebound for Kennesaw State. They'll get another opportunity. Cottle, the flyby. Now looking for help. Passes it off. The layup up and in. As here to start this second half, Kennesaw State's made 3 of its first 4 shots from the field. Really struggled to find the offense early in the first half, but really since then have settled in. Lou, 3-ball, yes. Brady Lou. Billy Povich, he has 10 points here after halftime. 65 all. This has been the gritty, tough kind of game we expected it to be. Simeon Cottle's been right in the middle of it. He handles it now, kicks out. The drive, Woolley got all the way to the rim. 1-point game now as that shot went down. Woolley, the flyby, steps in, left it short. The offensive rebound for the Owls.
Sherman on the glass. The Owls are so tough.
Cottle,
you can't give this guy extra possessions.
You cannot. Cottle gives it up. The 3 from the wing, and it goes. Ricardo Wright.
3-1 very effectively last week when they knocked off Liberty. Liberty had a lot of, as well as they shoot the ball, Liberty still struggled to score against this 1-3-1.
And Woolley inside. Hold right now. 5 of 5 shooting. That'll work. And there over top of Nicholson goes.
Already coached Jack State to another 20-win season, which is quite an accomplishment.
He's coached at Kentucky Wesleyan, Oklahoma City, Western Kentucky, and now Jacksonville State, of course. 1 minute into the second half. Cottle. Gordon. And he gets a nice shot. Hamming that one home, trying to put a break on the runaway by the game, by the Owls here of late. Another long tray.
And a bucket there from Peter.
Just a smooth curl around. Line drive to the basket.
Cottle. 12 on the shot clock. Left corner. 3-point attempt. It's good. In and out. And the rebound grab from Sherman. And they are just out of sorts. This Liberty start of the second half is a lot like Kennesaw's start of the first half. They're 1 of 8 from the field here.
Yeah, all the ball movement offensively just hasn't resulted in shots going down. And really it starts on the defensive end.
Oh, nice shot in there. Foul. Cottle. With the basketball here. Pass. Wide open underneath. In for the slam. Braden.
Gittens trying to go high off the glass. And ironically, for 2 teams that can score in bunches, a pretty quiet first couple of minutes. Tough 3 does not matter. Adrian Woolley. The freshman will have plenty of opportunity for revenge throughout his career.
That is home court advantage after all, right?
No question. And Panther teams have been great at home.
You exert yourself for 40 minutes each night.
That's true.
Swatted away by Lou. Another block for the freshman. Braden Lou has his second. Sherman, big hop in the lane, and Sherman taps it off the square. Barnes working baseline, bounces. Kalu tries for back-to-back, but he's denied by Ranji Gordon. Good defense from the senior out of Montgomery, Alabama. Oh! Who goes 2 of 3 at the line. Just ended his streak, though, of, including the first make, 13 consecutive at the free throw stripe. Contact between Bynum and Cottle, no call. Almost turned it over. Cottle with the handles. Lou down the lane. Lou to the cup. And Braden Lou's in. Surpassed that plateau here tonight against Utah. Terrell lost the handle. Woolley tries to be John in the spot. Nearly got it back. Gordon has it. Jones tried to get a hand in there. Miller hits the up and under every time. Gordon picks it back up. Kalu stopped by Lou. Third time, no. Adrian Woolley with a rock. Woolley accelerating.
Miners down there, you have to be able to convert. That was 3 opportunities.
Give and go. Gordon with a finish. Angie Gordon, the senior. Lou from the corner. Off the front iron. Another offensive board for the Owls. It's Woolley. It's wet. Adrian Woolley with the 4 points in the first meeting. A home win for the Miners. Tonight, the Owls 8 turnovers into 11 Miner points. The Miners 9 turnovers into 13 Kennesaw State points. But really, Coach, it's been what's happened as of late to get UTEP back into this ball game.
It's their defense. They are getting some steals, getting some stops.
Woolley, bullseye off the backboard. I think he called.
For the Owls here as they inbound left to the offensive goal. Woolley's got it for 3, and he's got 2 in a row. Just
now retreat. Shot clock at 4. Shot clock at 2. A forced shot comes up a little bit short off the rim, and it's play on.
That was not a very good possession by Louisiana Tech.
Louisiana Tech needs a stop, and it needs to get into an offensive rhythm. Woolley lets it fly. He's got it over rim. The first one was a couple of weeks ago at Kennesaw. Cottle is guarded by the much bigger Bacho. Let's see if Kennesaw State can find the mismatch.
No, they got out of it real quick because as soon as Bacho went behind him, Newman switched and went back on him.
That's going to count, and there's a foul. Around the rim, they've not been able to finish. And in a ball game like this, you cannot be charitable. This for 3. There's another one. We'll find out by how much. Woolley from the right side rips it home with less than a second to play.
Counter the hot hands. Stolen away by Braden Lou. Another steal for Lou's defense. It's picked up here in conference play. Cottle hits the spin move. Woolley. Yes, Adrian Woolley. Journey, and I can't believe that this guy was overlooked. Sure, he might be a little slender, a little undersized, but he can score with the best of them. So can Franquan Sherman. 15 of 22 for KSU, 12 of 19 for Western Kentucky. McHenry hangs it high, almost bounced in, and Franquan Sherman fins away the Hilltoppers for the Owl rebound. To Cottle. Sherman slams it. Travis Gray, Panthers right up the floor. Brewer has it stolen away by Seals. Cottle maintains his balance at the timeline. Seals big minutes off the bench here for Kennesaw State. Lou from the corner nails it. Braden Lou. Carbon copy right there. That is Corbin Blue, absolutely, when he graduated from High School Musical. But you're exactly right. This team's record is not a reflection of who they've been so far this year. And the athleticism again on display for FIU and the youngster Ashton Williamson. Woolley in double figures for the Owls. It's just hard to replicate. That's hard to replicate right there. What just happened with Jaden Brewer. Drives, hits the spin, gets over Lou's top 10 in the league in blocks. This guy's got bounce, man. He can do it in the lane. He can do it from beyond, and so can Lou. Here come the Panthers. Wilcox off the glass. Sherman finds Cottle. Stopped, gives to Miller, and Miller taps it in for 2.
Porter again, step back 3, over Lou, not this time. Rebound for Ranji Gordon.
He's more of a catch and shoot 3, Dave, than off the bounce like that, but over 40% from downtown for Porter, that's impressive.
Woolley out of the game. Cottle's got to try to take over here, and that's Woolley, sorry, in the corner. There we go. He finally got Morton flame possession. Up double figures. Peter drives. Blocked away. Great rejection from Franquan Sherman. Cottle running. Woolley finishing. Here comes
the look the Miners need. They need him to knock down some threes to open up the floor a little bit. Good hedge there for Hamilton. He's not known to be a big-time handler of the ball screen.
Cottle, great looking pass inside the feed to gets it to Terrell, top of the key. Terrell
play.
Putting his head down, tries to float it in, and no. Frazier nearly a steal there.
Good out, got to get back. Again, they're going to push it at him. Get back, lock in your defense.
Delaney Hurd working against Heb. In the corner now is Ricardo Wright. Right to Cottle, top of the key, working against Frazier.
Owls are in a 4-out, 1 in, spreading the floor,
and
looking to attack.
Ricardo.
This pace is definitely in the Miners' favor.
This is Bynum, corner 3, no. And the rebound controlled by the Owls.
Kind of a quick look.
Cottle up the floor, nearly has it intercepted, but Weir able to control. Lou working against Kalu, can't finish, loose ball, and that's going to go
another
controlled by
rebound,
the Owls.
And
Woolley,
this is what you don't want.
Wanted the 3, couldn't get the open look, lobbed inside to a streaking. Approaching the 92nd mark, and the Miners have gone cold from the field. And another miss, and Frazier came up limb. Frazier trying to get back on defense, came up limb, and Lou, easy.
Yeah, to my way of thinking, he may be the best guard in the league.
Cook draws the assignment on Cottle.
Or the best small player anyway.
Uh-oh. On top, the hammer by Andre. Kennesaw State hasn't scored in 2.5 minutes. 2 out of 20 from 3 when they've been great around the rim. Kick out to Sherman. There's a made 3. Much needed.
Risky move by Christian Cook that paid off. Aggies are down 9 with a minute and a half.
Crazier things have happened. Can Antoine Petway's squad finish it off and pick up their first Conference USA road victory? And just their second true road win this year. Sherman flips it in. Tried to dunk it.
Coach, I think you're on the money calling Weir the X factor today. Woolley bounces. Cottle with a shot fake. Back to Lou. Buckets. Braden Lou with a corner pocket trap.
Really doing some work on the offensive boards. Weir's paying dividends for the Owls.
Right, wide open. There it is, Ricardo Rock.
For the game.
Fenister picked up his second foul there. Woolley to the cup with contact.
Beautiful.
Boykin opposite the screen, tries to slice through 2. Can't find it. Woolley finds Cottle. Over to Lou, and Lou throws it down with a foul. Game with 29 points, a career high for Lamar Wilkerson. Ten seconds to get a shot off. Cottle bounces. Lou over the defense and through.
Beautiful pass.
We'll get it. Can they get Simeon Cottle going? Here's Miller. Offensive rebound, Woolley. Gives it back from Cottle. And buries a huge 3.
That's called second chance.
points now on his third made field goal.
That is his game right there. He is a mid-range maestro. He's just able to manage distance so well.
Miller, a long-distance maestro there, Jordan.
On this floor, they have been fighting back and forth for. Kennesaw State's had the large advantage on the rebound total, but don't count out Jack State on the boards either.
It's the work at the free throw line that keeps the Gamecocks in this one. As Miller tries the up and under. Through.
That's what he does. He likes to get in the middle and create.
Burrows, the senior out of Coffeyville, Alabama, and Marion Institute. One of the best three-point shooters in all the JUCO ranks last year. Woolley, he takes the three. And Woolley, the lefty, from Alexander High School. On the other end, after the Tisdale miss, great bounce by Wright. Sherman, swish.
Again, that's how Petway wants to. Parker going man.
To Weir. And the big man jumps it in. Andre Weir with his first.
And he's been playing very well of late. Tilly has his shot blocked. Well done by Ranji Gordon of the Owls.
Yeah, feisty defense right there by the Owls. Undersized down low against Tilly, but they're able to contest.
Lou loses the handle. Run down by Jamil Miller. And this is Woolley. Kick to the corner. Triple is good.
From Coach Herb Sendek. Making each other better, sharing is caring, and a nice finish for the Broncos.
7-0 run for the Broncos. Cottle getting into traffic, finds Lou, leaning off the glass, and that's a powerful Arizona State team. A heartbreaker in overtime here at the Levy Center to North Dakota State, and then a blowout loss on the road at Nevada. Trip, drive, and a dish. Brent Napper runs down the loose ball. Ensminger from the wing. Went glass, and it comes off.
And I think that's what the Owls want to do, speed up the Broncos and complicate things within the half court.
Long three, well done.
This is your best look. And Elijah Mahi, confident, strong, and knocking it down.
The turnovers have killed the Owls here in the first half. They've committed 10, resulting in now 14 Bronco points. Points off turnovers, 14-0 in favor of Santa Clara. There's a nice little turnaround. Well done.
There, a flare on the backside, and Woolley, the lefty shooter, knocking it down with confidence and then getting the steal right back.
This is Gordon. Cottle. Broncos turnover on their first possession. Ranji Gordon, who's getting his start. Leaning in, up with the left hand, and scoring. Gordon's. Stewart will try the three. Christoph Tilly trying to run it down. Saved over the end line. Here in the second half, Santa Clara now 3 of 4 from the floor. They've scored the last 7 points. Woolley, the lefty three, rolls in.
Top back and forth with Jamil Miller. In a corner, shot put up there by Lou for 3, no good. They got an offensive rebound. Ranji Gordon swinging around up top, left wing, 3 there. Nutter makes it an 8-point game again. 19-11 Georgia State. Here's Cottle. Throws behind him to Woolley for 3, straight away.
Opportunities for their teammates.
Edwards has his turnaround hook shot blocked, gets his own offensive rebound. Turnaround shot wide to the right, no good. Rebound to Kennesaw State's Braden Liu. Delaney Hurd into the front court for the Owls. Cottle trying to add to their 6-0 run. It's now an 8-0 run. Kennesaw State, their first.
Sullinger, of course, the nephew of Jared in the NBA.
Former Toronto Raptor, as a matter of fact, and Boston Celtic, playing in China right now. And a nice play.
Assertive play by Cottle. I feel like that might have been a little intentional to go after him, try to draw him for his third.
Right to Cottle. Inside to Ranji, up and strong, and puts it off.
Yeah, that's a really beautiful shot. It's amazing to see when he goes through his cold streaks, because when he gets a look like that, you think it's going in every time.
Crossover now to the corner, and a 3 answer.
It's time for 3 straight shots. None of it worked.
Barnett again tried to.
More deliberate, didn't work that time either.
Do some flourish there. Look out. Woolley goes up and in. Scoop and score. There's the mask guy, Simeon Cottle. Broke his optical wall in September. Then went to practice. Then broke his nose. Here's the three ball. It goes. In the
four-handed Tiger lineup.
These are two teams that almost mirror each other in many ways. They play scrappy.
They defend the perimeter very well.
They defend the perimeter very well. Towson has kept teams below that three-point percentage for most of this season. There's another, though, from the Owls.
All right, so now the Owls are getting into their half-court offense. You don't see it too often because they're so fast. And you got to get the ball in the hands of Cottle, which they did.
0 for their last 9 from the field. 0 for 9. Right.
He loves that wing spot.
He does, and it's good. Suleiman.
They had Williamson open for 3, but Suleiman knocks it down anyway.
Now Cottle. Will he rise up? That last shot just before the buzzer. Potential game winner. Simeon Cottle, the leading scorers for Kennesaw State and distributors. Miller, long three, goes.
Increases the lead, 7-3 early on for the Wildcats.
Well, here you see a 1-2-2 zone press put on by the Wildcats.
And it's broken up with an alley-oop. Here in the first 5 minutes, Smith reverses. Hubbard lines up the 3. Lou, unable to corral it, ends up in possession of Woolley and Kennesaw State. Cottle, quick pass. Gordon from the corner grabs the 3.
Recognizing the open cutter.
Cottle, great pass down low, and Gordon rolls it around and through. Braden Lou re-enters for KSU. Madden with a quick inbounds. It's denied by Adrian Woolley. The freshman gets in defensively.
Good defense there by the Owls. We'll go over that play a little later, but good help side defense by Adrian Woolley to contest that shot.
Out to Wright with a shot fake. Wright with back-to-back buckets on his run to the cup. 11 for 11 the game. He needed 21 points. I mean, perfection. Did not miss in 11 attempts. He scored 22, just enough.
Yes, Pierce is shooting exceptionally well out there for the Blue Hose.
Did you ever have an 11 for 11 ball game, Coach?
Not at all. Not at all.
Just a 12 for 12.
Man, I barely had a 2 for 2. But to have 11 for 11, that's exceptional.
Right for the 3. The third field goal.
Cut there, and good feed to Peterson for that dunk.
The Blue Hose don't always score in this ball game, but when they do, it comes with a slam. Woolley left open. Can't do that for the freshman Adrian Woolley. 28 minutes is saddled with the worst plus-minus at -23 for Presbyterian. Cottle off the screen, gives it back to him. It's Gordon down low.
Good time in possession. They don't necessarily have to get off fast breaks or transition. They want to milk some of this time off the clock, and they're working on their half-court offense.
Cottle over to Gordon. Oh, the big man spins and drops it in.
Lions have to do here is they have to control the tempo. That's one of the things that Coach Rakowski wants to do is control the tempo. That means slowing it down. You're going to see some pack line defense here.
Weir with the hook and the game's first points. Lou. Woolley's 3. There it is, Adrian Woolley connects. Lou got his hand in there, but somehow rolled out to the left pocket.
Just rolled right out to Gales, and he was able to knock it down.
Miller loops in the 3. Jamil Johnson, nothing but net.
Loose ball there off that rebound, and Johnson just steps right on in and takes it up.
Lou's 3. Yes, Braden Lou.
Against transition teams, that is what they want you to do. You have to protect the ball. CBU now coming out and showing, a little three-quarter court full man press.
Owls with the ball going back inside to Weir. The two-hand, left hand, so soft. And Hennig drops it in the cylinder for 2 more, 31-26.
The baby hook shot, I love it.
Cottle back out to right.
Oh, falls the great move. Ryan Landers out of Monroe driving in with the left hand.
Yes, good finish there.
Gordon open. Oh, the big man from Street. Great job there. Thank you for the Cottles for joining us. Coach, there was no hesitation on that answer of Simeon Cottle as to who's the most aggressive. Ranji Gordon, good move down.
For 2.
Cottle now with 7 points. Again, coming in as the scoring threat, averaging 19 per game through the first 2. We're on the receiving end of a good pass from Simeon.
Good pressure
Robinson.
out here.
Gray Watson. Worley weaves to Simeon Cottle. Goes underneath to Miller. Behind the departed Terrell Burden. Devon Cottle misses. Burden, by the way, picked up just before this season started. Drafted in the G League by the College Park Skyhawk. The top returning scorer, over 15 a game last season. Brandon Liu with the rejection. Here it goes. Cottle up the floor, hands it off, and Worley's able to drop it.